Hello. I'm gonna start a new vlog specifically because I've just had a very exciting delivery. I'm honestly not sure how this is gonna actually be when I open it because it's definitely fragile, but it's been here, there, everywhere, upside down. And I think that's the way it's supposed to be. But I've been waiting so long for this. I kind of wanted to open it on camera to see. You can see it with me. You can experience it with me. Don't you love an unboxing? Especially if you've been waiting a long time for something. It's exciting. It's really the bedrock of YouTube, isn't it? Let's unbox something. And it's well packed, so fingers crossed. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's gonna be everything that we dreamed of. Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at this. What is the word I'm looking for? Like hypnotic. Look at it. Well, I'm gonna stick a wick in one of these immediately because it takes a little while to cure the adhesive that I use for the wicks. So it means that I can actually pour myself a tester in this jar tonight. We ordered these, I want to say it was June. It was a long time ago. And we didn't know when they would come. We were kind of thinking they would be for Christmas. And then we came up with this scent that was like amazing for the jar. It's going to be called Spellbound. Went to a vote on Instagram. And I mean, they didn't even see the jar, but this is Spellbound, right? It's Spellbound. It's going to be amazing. So I'm going to pop that just there. And then later on, we're going to play with them and make a little test candle. Oh, not a disappointment. Days have passed. Karen's come round and we've put up our tent. It's actually just started raining, and as Karen said, this is a smell that we want to bottle. We've just put up our little market tent for the first time, a little like practice run, and put out our like crates and stuff to see how we might want to lay things out. Our next market's on the 7th of October at Lakeside if anybody's interested in the area. Yeah, it's been interesting. Of course, we never looked at any instructions, so maybe that would have made it easier. But now we'll have to see how easy it is to actually put it back up again. See if we can keep some of this on. Okay, we're testing. We're testing for the very first time in the super special jar. I've already tested the wick in this size of jar. I've tested the fragrance, everything. It's just this jar. So think positive thoughts. I can't. I'm never gonna not love this jar. It's incredible. I've just finished up some trays. I've just been demolding and repouring some concrete trays. I never used to take a lunch break when I was working from home, and I'm trying to be better about my working schedule. So starting and finishing at a reasonable hour, taking breaks, all of that stuff. Although on my breaks, I am usually candle making. I just want this on video for like prosperity. So I remember that I made this. This is the cheesy. It's potato gratin or gratin and potato dauphinoise. Is it the same thing? I don't know. Also, breaded salmon. It's not really breaded. It's like breadcrumb crusted. Also, it's HelloFresh, so it's a bit of a cheat, but feeling like a professional chef right now. Good morning. So it's 8 o'clock and I'm not working today. I'm not working this morning. Lee does the school on a Thursday. Still, even with the secondary school situation, I was like, how's our routine gonna be? Still get out of that school run on a Thursday morning. So I'm not starting work till like 2 because I work late. This dog is a problem. He started barking at everyone that walks past. He never used to do that. And so I'm getting some candle making stuff done this morning, pouring some more trays, this, that, and the other. I'm waiting to see how this one turned out because I've been trying to like break them and put them back together again. Like people do with Jesmonite, but it's a completely different material that I'm working with. Okay. I do quite like the yellow. We'll see what this looks like once it's sanded down. Ooh, look at this one. Yes. I filmed an actual video earlier. I almost don't recognise myself with makeup on these days. Even just a little bit. Although, if you watch that video, I felt like I was putting on bronzer for 13 hours. I was just mindlessly putting on more and more and more bronzer, which maybe you can tell a touch. Anyway, I'm just hanging out outside Milo's school now, waiting to collect him. It is just so much better than the old school run. I hated the old school run. This is like, he comes out quickly. It's like 5 minutes away from home instead of like 20 minutes away from home. So much better. And I can stay in the car the whole time. So winter, game changer. It's been a couple of days since I picked up the camera and I have no idea what we were talking about last. It's just a busy couple of work days and I'm now sanding pots. And by the time Friday comes along, I log off work and just like, and then Saturday, I did nothing at all. Just nothing at all. Didn't even play any video games. I felt like I just sat all day long. Oh, I'll tell you what we did do. We were looking at holidays. That's what I was spending my time doing on Saturday. We were looking at holidays. I think we're going to do New York in May with the kids. We were looking at doing like 2 shorter breaks next year. Instead of like a long break like we did this year, for a couple of different reasons, partially for the dog. But yeah, New York in May is looking very likely. Right, I'm going to finish this up and then I'll come back to you. I brought down the walking pad to the living room. And yes, I know I need to put trainers on. I will. Usually I wait till my feet hurt and then the next day I really pay for it. I will. I'll put trainers on. I don't know, this past few days I've just felt internally rubbish, and today I thought maybe like a little bit of walking, a little bit of food that's good for me, these things might help because I just feel you know. Although I think maybe part of that is the heat is back. My body can't deal with the heat. It's not digesting food well. Also, I mentioned in a recent video about Fabletics because I really like Fabletics stuff, but I've got the remote for the treadmill in there. But I just bought these new with my last credit because I finally quit my Fabletics subscription. I just bought these new, whatever they're called, leggings, and I hate them. I do not like this at all. Not even a little bit, because they're not like holding me here at all. I feel like I've got to pull them up, which is maybe the point of this. I don't know. Not a fan. If this has been something you've been looking at, do not recommend. Maybe it would be better if you're like really hippie. You've got a tiny waist so you can cinch it. For my like straight up and downness, it's not the one. I'm waiting outside Milo's school. It was warm, muggy, walking to the car. Drove here, I've been sitting here for 15 minutes. He's coming out of school in like seconds. And it is torrential. Also, while I remember, last night, I don't know if I was already awake. I think I was probably like dreamy. So I was like half awake. Because I feel like I incorporated it in my dream and then I was like, whoa. It sounded like an explosion. And I don't know if it was because it was the middle of the night, so obviously super quiet, there's no other noises going on, or if we had the window open, I don't know. And we don't usually have the window open, but maybe. But the thunder was just one crack of thunder, and it was so loud, it woke Milo up. We had to go and check that he understood what it was, because honestly, half of me was like, what's that thunder? Was that actually an explosion? And the dog was barking, and the dog is not interested in like anything like that. You know, I understand a lot of people's dogs are scared of like fireworks and stuff. He's nothing. Fireworks could be going off in the living room and he would have no bother at all. But he was barking up the stairs. And then when Lee went to check on him, he wouldn't go back in the living room. It was scary. It was scary. So probably overdue this weird weather. It's the next day and it's still raining. Still raining, which to be fair, I'm fine with, because better this than heat. But I did treat myself to a very plain. Do you want to see what my order is now? My coffee order is, it's just not as exciting as it used to be. I'm joking. It was never an exciting coffee order. It was just basically elaborate. Anyway, I was just listening to some music in the car. I kind of got in the car and I've been in a bit of a weird, I like to tell you, I've been in a funk. Been in a bit of a weird funk past day or two. Particularly this morning, I was just like, oh, yesterday I feel like I didn't get enough done and yada yada. Anyway, I got in the car, I was listening to, you know, some sad music as I usually do, Vampire Diaries, that kind of thing. And then I put something else on. I can't remember what it was. Oh, Mamas and Papas. And then it took me on a journey that ended with Elton John and Kiki D, Don't Go Breaking My Heart. And honestly, music is a game changer in terms of mood. Really, really. Oh, Manny. He's just running there so he can go and get something to show me. Anyone who knows Manny knows. He will come and see people at the door and then he'll run and he gets like a toy or a chew or something and then he runs back and he's like, hey, look what I've got. This morning I've been finishing, these look beautiful. Finishing the tops, I've got this very fancy looking heat gun to kind of smooth things out. Finishing the tops of these final samples. I'm actually going to use these to put the labels on and photograph today. I'm hopefully, finally, if you watched the vlog that I posted on my regular channel, I'm going to clean this down and oil it. I was supposed to do that like a week ago and just time got away from me. So I sanded it all down, I dyed it because there were issues from the fragrance oil that I use for candle making. It was just like, it left rings and it ate away at the finish. So I kind of refinished the table, but true to form, I only refinished it halfway. Do a little bit of here, there and everywhere. I've got some of these that I need to finish, some trays that I need to finish. I need to put cork on the back of them, feet, the whole thing. I think I'm going to go and have a coffee with Karen because she's in the office today, which is not far from where I live. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to finish this vlog here because otherwise it's just going to go on forever and it's going to be like a 4-hour long vlog and you're never going to see it. So yeah, that's me. I have no idea. This is the problem for me doing like a long form vlog. I don't know what I said at the beginning. I don't know what the purpose of this was. I don't know what I told you I was going to show you later and then I forgot. I don't know. So we're going to end it there and I'll see you when I see you.